Welcome to another insightful episode of The Property Show. If there is a sector upcoming investors are eager to put their money on, it has to be the multi-billion property market. On our property pick of the week, we take a look at exceptional master planned developments within gated communities, the game changers in the market. Our expert segment, we recap the discussion on the capping of the interest rate and what it means for the real estate sector.
It's only a question of the banks realigning themselves to reality, and that's what it is.
MRM shares a selection of accessories for all your roofing needs. The Accessory Spot gives insight on the Swahili handmade Lamu furniture as we follow Kenya Power, improving the lives of more and more electricity users across Kenya. Welcome to The Property Show. Sit back and enjoy. Your property search starts right here. Remember, there is something for everyone.
Gated communities have continued to redefine living for many homeowners as they offer various benefits to the residents that live within those areas, and that's why they are the game changers in the real estate market. Tucked away in the quiet, serene Juja town is Juja South Estate, a development that has the family in mind. Let's have a look at the pride of Juja. Juja South Estate is located in the refreshing and natural landscapes of Juja with stunning views of Kilimambogo set on 30 acres of flat land. The pristine development will consist of 81 3- and 4-bedroom townhouses with DSQ and 176 2- and 3-bedroom apartments and penthouses. The completed Phase 1 consists of 32 3- and 4-bedroom townhouses and 80 apartments and penthouses. The design and concept leads to masterpiece development that has been excellently designed to benefit from natural environment. Accommodation includes lounge cum dining, kitchen with ample storage cabinets, master ensuite, and DSQ for the townhouses. Amenities include landscape gardens, boundary wall with electric fence, children's play areas, gym, swimming pool and clubhouse, shopping complex, Cabro paved driveways, borehole and county council water, ample parking, and enhanced security. Each of the 3- and 4-bedroom townhouses enjoys a massive 1/8 of an acre. The 4-bedroom townhouse has a plinth area of 205.2 square meters, while the 3-bedroom has a plinth area of 193.6 square meters. The 2-bedroom apartment has a plinth area of 88 and 91 square meters, and the 3-bedroom penthouse enjoys a plinth area of 172 square meters. Next, we take a look at 58 Koibatek Springs, a rare find in the heart of the city, redefining urban living.
Koibatek Springs is redefining urban living, providing practical indoor spaces that flow seamlessly into well-designed outdoor spaces. Each unit features large and airy living spaces that wrap around large windows. It is not only ideal for those looking to buy a family home, but also the perfect spot as a sound investment.
58 58 Quebatek Springs. Located centrally in Kilimani and Kileleshwa, overlooking the Kirichwa River, the development offers total number of 40 urban apartments on 10 floors consisting of 30 two-bed apartments measuring approximately 1,500 square feet and 10 three-bed apartments with servant quarter approximately 2,000 square feet. It is any investor's dream property as this kind of location is tenants' desire. Accommodation includes large and airy living spaces wrapped around in large windows that incorporate the serene valley views into your interior decor, large balconies, lavish open-plan kitchens, master ensuite bedrooms with ultra-modern bathrooms, shared cloakrooms, and entry foyers. Salient features include manicured private gardens with gazebos and park benches, access control, CCTV surveillance, concierge lobby area, high-speed lifts, borehole provision, 24-hour manned security, underground parking for residents, ample visitors parking, backup generator for common areas, power inverter provision for all apartments, rooftop gym, and entertaining area for residents only. If you're looking for more than just a home, with the largest property listing in every price range at First Avenue, we will find you your perfect home as well as sound investment options. Just call on us. The time for one to invest in property is now. Let's continue our conversation on the capping of the interest rates.
Previously in our conversation on the amendment to the banking bill, Mr. Burugu gave us insights on how the bill will affect Kenyans. Banks cannot charge more than 4% interest on top of the CBK rate of 10.5%, making the maximum interest rate 14.5%. More businesses and individuals will have access to loans.
Let's just go through the advantages and disadvantages of this bill, and especially when it comes to mortgages.
I'll start with the advantages, and I think that one, for mortgages it will still take time for uptake of mortgages to improve, because you see, if I'm borrowing today at 18% and it just comes down to 14.5%,
it's still
a mortgage
expensive.
is expensive. I mean, a decent house, a flat in some marketplace in Nairobi would be between 30 and 40 million shillings. The saving on the 4.5% may not be in itself attractive enough for someone to take a mortgage. I think that for mortgage uptake to improve, there is still need to reduce the interest rates further, and more so because it is secured. Most of the mortgages are secured against the house. I would expect the banks to really even give the interest rates for mortgages at a much lower rate.
And it's a very long term. It's
exactly,
20 years.
It's 20 years.
Yeah.
So a lot more needs to be done on that. In the long term, obviously, it does to some extent help. Not only mortgages, all products by banks will become attractive because many people would like to access these facilities, but they are too expensive, as it were.
And the disadvantages?
Now, I see few disadvantages, or rather, speaking for the banks in this case. In the short term, they need to restructure their financial models, their structure, their costs. The way they do their business, they got to be a little more efficient. They got to relook into their pricing mechanism for staffing. They need not be so exorbitant. So if the banks will inevitably have to look at their cost structure and address it so that they're able to make profits within the interest rates that they foresee. The fact that also the banks will have to pay a little more for people who place deposits with them, but then again it's also advantageous for those Kenyans or those institutions who have been able to save and they are providing that credit to the bank to lend it onwards to people looking for money. Ideally, I don't see that as a disadvantage so much. It's only a question of the banks realigning themselves to reality, and that's what it is.
After it was announced that the bill is now law, we realized that a lot of banks then stopped lending to SMEs. What's your take on that?
I think, Nancy, this is a case of us, an 8-year-old child saying that they will not go to school. It's just throwing tantrums, and I think Kenya is sufficiently competitive in terms of banking. I think in a few weeks' time, they will realize that that cannot work. Their reaction is not unexpected. Everybody would expect that kind of reaction. The sad reality is that nobody is going to close their bank or their business. They are investors. They want to make money. They will have to compete with other banks. When some of the banks were, ceasing to offer those facilities, the unsecured loans and all that, other banks were happy to announce that they are offering all those at reduced interest rates. It's a question of competition. Our financial market is very strong. There is enough credit in the market, and I think that any bank that ceases to offer those products, they are cheating. They are lying to themselves. When they wake up to the reality, they will go back to giving these loans. It is not a disadvantage, and I do not think that we have a monopoly or oligopoly. We have enough banks, at least I think 43 of them or so, and there's enough credit in the market. So I think the market is going to auto-adjust itself. Ideally, those are very few banks that I have seen react in that direction, Nancy. But as I said, this is a cry of a young boy who does not want to go to school, but the following morning they wake up and go to school.
So we shouldn't worry as SMEs?
No, there's no need to worry.
Just give us a long-term view of how this is going to unfold and how it's going to help the economy.
I would be looking to a situation where banks can be left to regulate themselves. Ideally, in any economy, you would not like a lot of government or legal intervention to do business. It doesn't necessarily augur very well. But in this particular case, I think the banks have become rogue and someone needs to tame them. In the long term, I foresee a situation where the government will have to rethink probably amending the law, and where the banks can promise to keep their part of the bargain and do self-regulation. It's always the best. It helps the businesses to thrive, and it is always good when things like the interest rates are determined by the forces of demand and supply, as opposed to government coming and pressing regulation. So I foresee this regulation by law perhaps changing in the next few years, where the banks will still be left to auto-regulate themselves, and that is really the best thing that needs to happen.
Up next, we take a tour to the coastal region, where we get to see handmade Lamu furniture, bringing out the beauty of the Swahili culture. Let's have a look at these exquisite furniture designs.
Lamu Asili Furnitures does many things, ranging from the modernity to antiques. Antiques, I mean the edge-looking items. People say they look vintage. Some people say they look very old finishing. So as you can see around the house, this is one of the houses I did in Nairobi. You'll find a TV stand or TV unit. Next to the TV unit, you see a coffee table, which is also resembling to the same TV unit. They all look edged, finished. Then after that, I did a mirror, which is next to the couch. You can see those intricate carvings with some details. Then apart from that, I did an arts, because I also do a collection under the Lamu Asili Furnitures. One of the collection is the map of Africa, to give that theme that we are in Africa. We create our own designs in African way, with an African feeling. No need to copy from outside. So everything you see here is full of African feeling and design. This is one of the TV units. As I told you that I do a lot of TV units, because this is one of the design. And this client preferred this kind of look of the TV unit. He wanted to look aged, at the same time modern. And here there are two pieces. He has a small TV, but usually this is good for big screens that you put on top of on the bench. Then for this smaller bench, we put small gadgets, the receiver and other items. As you can see, it's with the label of the African. It shows that it's from the African brain. As you can see, this is one of the antique mirror. I made it to look very vintage, and people have really liked or appreciated in their homes, because it gives also a focal point. This is one of the coffee table. I've made it into this style that you can appreciate by the beauty of the thick legs and the top that marry the same kind of beauty with the legs and the top, and the simplicity of the designing, because some people put a lot of designing, or rather many carvings, but I've made it to look so simple and so fresh. This is one of the bed that we did as Lamu Asili Furnitures, and as you can see, it's very authentic. The look looks so African, as I told you, because we believe in African mind. So anything you touch here is very strong wood, long lasting for a generation. I had surprised the client, because the client said, do something to surprise Madame, and I did that. So Madame was very happy.
To ensure your home is filled with personality and style, join our interior designers for that special decor tip. In this August-September issue of Home and Living, we share ideas on decorating a child's play space. We're getting a little sun this month, and what a better way to entertain than al fresco. Find out more about outdoor kitchens. Get inspired by our homes, which feature a retro-styled apartment and a South African home with chic flair. Feed your soul with rice in 4 tasty ways as you read more on bubbly champagne. Take a trip with us to magical Maputo and escape to Nyahururu, home of Thompson Falls. Our gardening segment gives tips on how to grow beetroot and the exotic bird of paradise plant. All this and much more in East Africa's Home and Living. Love how you live. Coming up, we have MRM with a collection of roofing accessories. MRM offers skylighting solutions that are available in 3 profiles: IT5, Saflock and Trim Flute. The sheets have excellent impact resistance compared to glass or acrylic sheets and are 99% UV radiation resistant. They also have a longer-term performance, are fire redundant, and have a high light transmission of up to 80%. They have better thermal performance than glass fiber, glass sheet, and are warranted against light transmission loss and hail breakage. Rainwater goods include gutters and downpipes used to collect and channel water away from the roof, preventing leakages that may result from stagnation of water on the roof. These are also available in a wide range of colors.
Skylighters are for allowing the light inside the room so that you have sufficient lighting and less consumption of power. It is a requirement under the energy management rules and regulations that we reduce the consumption of power. So in reduction of power, we are to ensure that the lighting in the house is sufficient and that it doesn't interfere with our power grid. Our skylighters are customized to fit the profiles of our products. Like when you talk of polycarbonate IT5, it's a product that is going to match with our steel product, that is IT5, yeah? So our polycarbonates are customized and done at a quality that is highly resistant to heat and that is going to allow enough lighting in the house. And so they have to be compatible with our steel products. The warranties of skylighters and the polycarbonates is riding on the warranty of the steel product. So whenever we give you a steel product, we offer you fasteners and accessories that carry the same warranty as the sheets themselves. Yeah. So our fasteners are customized or they are tailor-made to be compatible with our steel products. And our warranties are also based on what kind of products, what kind of fastener that you use. If you use our products, then you've got to use our fasteners so that they are compatible, because these are highly quality fasteners made to match the standard of the product. So our fasteners are done with aluminum zinc coating, and a washer that is made of EPDM, yeah? An EPDM washer will ensure that there is no corrosion, yeah, between the fastener and the product, the steel product. So they are meant to be compatible and ensure that the life of the steel goes along with the life of the fastener. Because if the fastener seals fast, then the steel products again will start corroding from that point of contact.
Almost all major towns have a number of MRM authorized distributors engaged in selling Mabati rolling mills, roofing sheets and accessories. Connect with them for that roofing solution. After the break, we have Kenya Power Last Mile Connections, a renter's experience and property gallery with a collection of distinctive projects. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We take a look at the last mile connectivity project in different counties by Kenya Power.
Na mjumbe wenu Bwana Hari Kombe. Hapa tunajua watu wengi hawajapata nafasi ya kuwa na stima, na ndio tumekuja hapa ili tuweze kuwasaidia wananchi wa hapa waweze kupata stima. Stima ni manyumba 378 homes hapa, na tutatumia shilingi milioni 4 na laki 2 kusambaza hiyo stima kwa kila nyumba. Huyu Mama Rachel hapa pia na kwake tumemwekea stima siku ya leo, na kijana wake na wale watu wengine wa kijiji hii, kwa sababu nia yetu ni kusambaza stima kila Mkenya, tupate nafasi ya kuwakisha stima, tuachane na koroboi na moshi na mambo yale ambayo yanaleta matatizo.
hapa. Hii biashara nimeanza 2008 na nimeishi bila stima miaka yote. Natumia hii taa, inashika kutu. Hapa ni mahali kwa joto, inatoboka, tunaweka ingine, mara ina moshi. Lakini saa hii nashukuru nimewekewa stima. Nilikuwa nimejaribu kuweka hata soda, watu wakija wakikuta haziko baridi, maana sina stima ya kuweka friji. Wananiacha mpaka nimeacha hiyo biashara ya soda, maana watu hawanunui. Sasa nitaweka soda, nitaweka freezer, niweze kuweka maziwa, niweze kuchaji simu na mambo mengi sana ambayo inatumia stima.
Nilikuwa natamani niwe na moto, leo hii nimepata moto. Nimefurahi sana kwa sababu wamenipea step nyingine kubwa. Nilikuwa natumia sola, kwa natamani angalau niangalie TV kitu kama vipindi vingine, lakini sikuwa naweza sababu nilikuwa natumia tu sola. Lakini Kenya Power leo imefika na imenipatia moto. Nitakuwa na maendeleo makubwa, manake nitaweka fridge, nitaweka maji baridi ndio customer wangu wafurahie, wakikula wanakunywa maji baridi. Kwa hivyo ningeomba tu wazidi kuendelea hivyo na wakabarikiwe, wakapate pia kutembelea wengine ambao wako ndani pia wakafurahia kama mimi.
Nimefurahi sana kwa huu mradi wa stima. Kwa tunaishi tukitumia taa la kikopo la koroboi, lakini sasa nasikia raha kwa sababu nimepata stima, maisha yanaendelea vizuri. Hii stima nitaitumia kwa kuonea na kuchaji simu, kwa kuonyesha TV.
Mimi nimeshukuru sana kwa shirika la Kenya Power kwa sababu lilijitolea na walichukua jukumu kwa sababu wamekuwa empowered by the government. Ile serikali imewapa ile nguvu na wao sasa wamechukua ule usukani wa kusema tunaenda nyanjani ili tuone tusaidie wale masikini. Tutawapelekea nguzo bure, hii wiring bure, ili kila mmoja apate kuona na nini na taa. Sija kuwa mtamaduni sana wa kusema hii nataka nitumie kwa jiko ili nipikie kweli, lakini nikipata ile nguvu nitaitumia. Niseme bibi yangu, wacha kwenda kuni, wacha kwenda kuni, sasa tutumie nini hii spaki ambayo tumeletewa hapa, tuingie. Wewe utakuwa sasa unawasha na wewe utafanya ameko.
Electricity lights up lives, makes work easier. But don't forget, it can be dangerous. Safety starts with you. Tahadhari, always respect power.
Stay connected with Kenya Power. Engage them on their social media platforms to get all your electricity needs sorted. What's happening in the property scene? Property news with more on that.
Again, as we promised you, our guests, our customers. This is the open day. The day is finally here with us, and it has been a very good day. Our guests began coming in very early. Our expectation was to close as much sales as possible, and as we speak right now, in fact, our guests are very excited. They love the house, they like the ambience. So it is a good day. We thank God and we're enjoying ourselves.
I'm looking to buy my second home, and I saw this property advertised in the property show, and so I decided, let me come and see it for myself, because it looked very nice in terms of the layouts, and the issue that attracted me the most was the location, because Syokimau is not far from CBD, it's not far from the key highways and the bypasses. So in terms of locality, it's very central. Secondly, I also was attracted by the fact that we have the Syokimau railway station, just not far from here, about 3 kilometers. So that in the future will become very handy. The other thing is, I also noticed that it's not far from the main road, another very attractive thing. And so now today I came to see for myself, because it looked very nice in the show. So I've seen it's actually en suite, as they had advertised. All rooms are en suite. Looks spacious, looks well done. So yeah, liking what I'm seeing. So looking forward to the actual entire estate being complete.
Today we are at the river at Karibu Homes, about 1 kilometer from the main Mombasa Road. The place is nice. I can see the landscape is nice. The houses are well done, and I'm looking forward to taking one of the properties here. The finishes are nice. They are up to standard, at least up to my quality. The prices here are, I think, a bit low compared to the standards of the house. It's fair. And it's very nice for the ones who want to begin owning their own house. And I can see they have mortgage options, they have options for installments, so the project is nice. The customer service is great, because other places I go, you show yourself around, you see your houses yourself. Only if you have questions, you're the ones to approach the customer care people. But here, the minute you arrive, you are welcomed. You are given refreshments, you're taken around to all the properties, so it's for you to decide which one you want.
So Karibu Homes is based in Athi River. The entire project will be over 1,000 units. So far we've just completed 288, which is London Court, Madrid and Hollywood. We're launching phase 3 in the next couple of weeks, and that will consist of 4 courts. That will be New York, Paris, Rio and Rome, and that is going to have delivery dates of between 18 months and 30 months. Those units we will be offering on installment and cash basis. Now Karibu Homes, as you can see, these are the finished units. We already have people living on site. We offer 24-hour security guards, and we have electric fences. We also offer generators, on-site generators for communal power, for the borehole, for the electric fence. We have a borehole, and we have connection to Mavoko Council water, so water shouldn't be a problem. As on top of that, we have overhead and underground water storage. The concept behind Karibu Homes is to bring affordable houses to the general public. We found that in the market today, a lot of developers are only targeting the middle class upwards in terms of housing. So Karibu Homes was founded with a basic idea of providing housing to the lower income brackets and the general public. That is who our target market is. right now, given our current pricing, you'll be able to get a 2-bedroom for under 3 million and a 3-bedroom for under 4 million. That is a market and a demographic that is not being catered to right now.
Coming up, a tenant's experience.
I'm a tenant at South Bay. I've been staying in South Bay for the past 3 years with my best friend Koi, and basically it's been a joy to stay here, but the only challenges that we have faced while house hunting is security, for one. It's hard to find somewhere secure where you can come in whatever time, and then accessibility, and basically space. Space is also important. You can always find a house with either a small kitchen or small bathrooms. The only thing we don't like about our house is the combined bathroom. Everything else about it so far, it has been a joy to stay in. And when we moved here, we had all white walls, and then we decided to incorporate our taste in the house. We painted different colors on the wall according to our personality, and put art on the walls, and we also did a few changes here and there, which is another thing that makes us not move, because we have already done so much to the house. We've become attached to it, and when we move out, we have to take it back to the original state. The other thing is, eventually, we would like to own houses, and the thing we're doing to do that is we decided that we want to build our own house instead of buying a house, because we have different tastes and we've never found a space that had our taste. We like unique things, and building a house requires you to put everything according to your own taste. And I would advise young people to save up, cost share, in order to save a lot more, in order to help you in future to buy a house or build a house. My dream house would be, I really like high windows, so definitely it's going to be something with high windows. And then I like glass walls, so there must be a glass wall somewhere, either going up the stairs or, and I love art, so it's going to be full of art. And then there's going to be a small dining area in the kitchen, with high stools. Basically, that's what I can think of at the top of my mind right now.
Having a home is the culmination of years of hard work and the realization of your dreams. You too can share that special realization. Engage us on our social media platforms and we will be at your doorstep. Next, we take a tour of classic and distinctive properties that provide endless prospects in the real estate market. Luxio Villas are 18 breathtaking 6-bedroom villas, each on 1/8 of an acre within a gated community in Keleleshwa, Oloitoktok Road. The neighborhood is very private, serene and ideal for expatriates and company executives. That development is able to cater for those who want to enjoy a lavish lifestyle. Accommodation includes all bedrooms are en suite, laundry area, pantry, guest toilet, walk-in closet, marble and bamboo finishing. Salient features include barbecue terrace, security post, standby generator, borehole, swimming pool, boundary wall, electric fencing, gym, landscape gardens, plug internet access and DSTV infrastructure, fountain in the garden, remote-controlled gates, CCTV and alarm system, and ample parking. Price is on inquiry. Jipe Villas, located in Lavington, are spacious houses with 5 bedrooms all en suite in a gated community of 15 houses. Accommodation includes 5 bedrooms all en suite, spacious living room, family room, kitchen with a walk-in store, laundry area, and DSQ with separate access. Salient features include an electric fence, a swimming pool, ample parking, extra water storage capacity, and power backup inverter. Price is on inquiry. Emerald Apartments, a home of 24 units including a duplex apartment located in Nairobi's Kilimani area. It is divided into 2 floors. Accommodation includes: the first floor has the master bedroom ensuite, 2 bedrooms with a shared bathroom, separate guest washroom, dining room, sitting room, kitchen and laundry veranda. Second floor, ensuite bedroom, family sitting room and a study room. Salient features include swimming pool and changing rooms, entertainment area, security services, garden, and lots of greenery. Price is on inquiry. Located 5 kilometers from Namanga Road is Kisaju Plot. The plots are near the upcoming Konza Isinya Rongai Bypass, Flower Farms Estates, schools, universities, Isinya Town, Orly Air Park, and Jami Bora Estate. The plots are subdivided into 1/8 of an acre with service lanes and gated concept. Electricity and water supply are available. Prices for residential 695,000 Kenya shillings and for commercial 995,000 Kenya shillings. Namanga Road, 1/8 of an acre plots. The plots are about 6 kilometers before Namanga town on the left side of the highway on the first row. They are 50 by 100 feet with provision for access roads. They are well serviced with water and electricity. The area is fast growing as it is next to a proposed commercial and cultural center. Owning property is a key and fundamental need. The Property Gallery is here to give you options as you look for what you need. At First Avenue, we will sort your property needs whether you're searching for your dream home, wondering where to begin when building, or even when looking for professional advice. Connect with us through our social media platforms or visit our offices.
Thank you for staying tuned to the Property Show. The real estate sector continues to provide good investment options for investors looking for long and stable returns. Here at the Property Show, we believe we should all have an opportunity in the ever-growing property landscape. Visit our offices for a one-on-one conversation on the different properties available in the market and how you too can begin the journey today. Next week, we highlight the just concluded Homes and Auto Expo, putting property ownership into perspective. Remember, your property search starts right here. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.